Have you ever noticed that after the age of 60, your legs don't feel as strong as they used to, even though you might be eating healthy and taking supplements every day? And have you ever wondered if some of those very vitamins you trust could actually be working against you, silently weakening your legs instead of making them stronger? Because the truth is that not every vitamin is safe for seniors in large amounts, and sometimes what was once helpful at a younger age can become harmful later in life when the body changes. Metabolism slows down and balance becomes more delicate. So in today's video, we are going to uncover the 6 worst vitamins that can secretly weaken your legs after 60, and by the end of this video, you will not only know which ones they are, but also what you should do instead to keep your legs strong, your balance steady, and your independence safe. First, I'll reveal the hidden dangers, and then I'll show you the safe alternatives that actually keep your legs strong and steady. So stay with me until the very end, because missing even one detail could make the difference between feeling steady and confident on your feet or struggling with weakness, cramps, and even falls. And let's begin with the first vitamin that often surprises seniors, vitamin A. Because while it is essential in small amounts for vision and immunity, too much of it builds up in the body and becomes toxic over time since it is fat-soluble, meaning it doesn't wash out easily like water-soluble vitamins. And high levels can actually damage your bones, increase the risk of fractures, and make your leg muscles feel weaker. And many seniors accidentally consume excess vitamin A through fortified foods, supplements, and even certain medications without realizing it, leading to brittle bones and unsteady legs. So if you are taking a multivitamin or extra vitamin A, be careful to check the label and stay within the recommended daily allowance. And instead of relying on pills, safer sources are colorful fruits and vegetables where the body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A only as needed without the risk of overdose. So replacing heavy supplements with food sources can make a big difference. Now, the second vitamin that often causes hidden weakness is vitamin E, because while it is marketed everywhere as an antioxidant and heart protector, in high doses it can thin your blood too much, increasing the risk of bleeding, especially if you are already on blood thinners or medications for blood pressure, and that blood thinning effect can lower oxygen delivery to your muscles, leaving your legs feeling tired, shaky, and weaker than before. And what makes this worse is that vitamin E is often added to anti-aging supplements and beauty formulas that seniors are told to take daily. But over time, the dose piles up and becomes a problem. So if your legs feel unusually weak, or if you bruise easily, it may be worth reviewing how much vitamin E you are taking. And instead of heavy supplementation, the safer choice is to focus on small natural amounts from nuts, seeds, and leafy greens where the balance is much healthier. Now, the third vitamin we need to discuss is vitamin D, and you might be surprised to hear it on this list, because vitamin D is often praised as essential for bone health, which it is, but here is the hidden problem. Too much vitamin D can actually raise calcium levels in the blood, leading to something called hypercalcemia, which can cause muscle cramps, weakness, kidney issues, and even affect your heart rhythm. And unfortunately, many seniors take extra vitamin D on top of what is already present in fortified foods, without checking blood levels, and while vitamin D deficiency is real, over-supplementation is just as dangerous, especially after 60 when kidney function is more delicate and the body doesn't regulate calcium as well. So the safe approach is to get your vitamin D levels tested before taking large doses, and if your doctor recommends it, then follow carefully, but avoid taking extra high-dose supplements on your own, because more is not always better. And when it comes to your legs, balance and walking ability, keeping vitamin D within a healthy range is key. Moving on to the fourth vitamin, vitamin B6. Which again sounds surprising because B vitamins are usually associated with energy and nerve health, but here is the hidden danger. Too much vitamin B6 can actually cause nerve damage, something called neuropathy, which often starts in the hands and feet with tingling, burning, or numbness. And in seniors, this nerve damage can directly affect balance, coordination, and leg strength, making walking more difficult and falls more likely. And the scary part is that B6 is included in many energy supplements, brain health formulas, and even sleep aids. And if you are taking multiple products at the same time without realizing it, your total intake of B6 could be far above the safe limit. So the lesson here is that while small amounts of B6 are helpful, Especially for red blood cell production, too much for too long becomes harmful. So if you notice any tingling or numbness in your legs, don't ignore it. Review your supplements and talk to a healthcare provider. Now, the fifth vitamin that can cause weakness is vitamin C. And this shocks many people because vitamin C is so commonly seen as harmless. But here is the hidden truth. Very high doses of vitamin C can cause kidney stones, which indirectly affect your overall health. But more importantly, large amounts can disrupt mineral balance by reducing copper absorption. And copper is critical for healthy connective tissue and strong blood vessels. And when copper levels drop, the legs may feel weaker. Joints become more painful and circulation suffers, leaving you with less stamina and more fatigue when walking. And while moderate amounts of vitamin C from citrus fruits and vegetables are excellent, megadoses from powders, pills, or gummies can actually backfire after 60. So it is better to stick to natural food sources and avoid going overboard. And finally, we reach the sixth vitamin, folic acid, also known as vitamin B9, which is often taken in excess through fortified foods and supplements. And while folate is necessary for red blood cell production, too much can mask a dangerous deficiency of vitamin B12, which is very common in seniors. And when B12 deficiency goes unnoticed, it can lead to severe nerve damage, leg weakness, and even cognitive decline. So the problem with excess folic acid is that it covers up the warning signs, allowing B12 deficiency to progress silently, and the result is weakness in the legs, poor balance, and a higher risk of falls, which is why balance between B vitamins matters, and you should never overload on one without checking the others. And now that we have covered all 6 dangerous vitamins that can weaken your legs after 60, it's important to remember that supplements are not inherently bad, but taking them without guidance in excess or in the wrong combination can cause more harm than good, especially when the body processes nutrients differently as we age. And in the next part of this video, we will go even deeper into what alternatives you should use, what foods naturally support stronger legs, and how to create a supplement plan that protects you instead of harming you. So make sure you don't miss the second part, because that's where the solutions and safe practices come in. And remember, your legs are your freedom, so taking care of them the right way is the most important gift you can give yourself after 60. Now that you know the 6 dangerous vitamins that can secretly weaken your legs after 60, you might be asking yourself a very important question. If these vitamins can cause harm when taken in the wrong way, then what can I do instead to protect my legs, keep them strong, and ensure that I stay independent for as long as possible? And that is exactly what we are going to explore in this second part. Because while avoiding excessive or harmful supplements is one side of the solution, the other side is learning about the safe alternatives, balanced nutrition, and daily habits that naturally support stronger muscles, healthier bones, and better balance. So let's begin by understanding one core truth. Your body after 60 processes nutrients very differently than it did when you were 30 or 40, meaning that instead of chasing high doses of single vitamins, your best protection lies in balance, moderation, and getting nutrients from real foods first. So for example, instead of relying on vitamin A capsules that may overload your system, a safer and more natural way is to include colorful vegetables like carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes, which provide beta-carotene that your body can convert only as much as it needs, avoiding the risk of toxicity while still protecting your eyes and immune system. And for vitamin E, instead of swallowing large capsules that can thin your blood too much, you can enjoy small amounts of almonds, sunflower seeds, or avocado, which provide vitamin E in its natural state, together with other healthy fats and minerals that protect your circulation and give you energy without overwhelming your body. And when it comes to vitamin D, the safest path is always to test your levels first and then follow the right dosage under guidance. But alongside that, spending just 15 to 20 minutes a day in natural sunlight, especially in the morning or late afternoon, helps your body create vitamin D in a balanced way. And pairing that with calcium-rich foods like yogurt, sesame seeds, or leafy greens can strengthen bones without pushing your blood calcium to dangerous levels. And for vitamin B6, the best strategy is to rely on moderate amounts from natural sources such as bananas, chickpeas, and poultry, which provide gentle doses that support energy and nerve health without the risk of neuropathy that comes from heavy supplementation. And if you ever start to feel tingling in your legs or hands, it's a signal to review what you are taking. Not something to ignore. Then moving to vitamin C, instead of drinking powdered megadoses or swallowing handfuls of gummies, you can get steady and safe amounts from fresh fruits like oranges, kiwi, and berries. And when taken this way, vitamin C works as a gentle antioxidant and supports your immune system without blocking copper absorption or putting your kidneys at risk. And when it comes to folic acid or vitamin B9, the wisest approach after 60 is to balance it carefully with vitamin B12, which becomes harder for the body to absorb naturally with age. So eating foods rich in B12 such as fish, eggs, and lean meats, or talking with your healthcare provider about a safe B12 supplement ensures you don't fall into the trap of folate masking a deficiency. And now that we have gone through safer alternatives to each of the 6 risky vitamins, let's turn our focus toward building strong legs with nutrition, lifestyle, and movement, because supplements alone are never the full answer. Your legs are made of muscles, bones, nerves, and blood vessels, and all of them need care in a connected way. So let's start with protein, because muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, becomes a major challenge after 60. And one of the most effective ways to slow it down is to ensure enough protein in your diet, which can come from sources like eggs, lentils, beans, fish, and lean chicken. And when protein is combined with resistance exercises like lightweight lifting, chair squats, or resistance band training, your muscles get the signal to stay strong. Your balance improves and your legs remain more stable. And alongside protein, don't forget about minerals like magnesium and potassium, which are often more important than excess vitamins when it comes to leg strength and preventing cramps. Because magnesium helps muscles relax properly, and potassium keeps them contracting efficiently. So including foods like bananas, spinach, pumpkin seeds, and beans can give your legs exactly what they need. And if you have ever felt night cramps or stiffness, there's a good chance your body is signaling a need for these minerals. Next, let's discuss circulation, because even the strongest muscles can feel weak if blood flow is poor. And one of the best ways to support circulation is to include omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish like salmon or in flax seeds and walnuts, which keep your blood vessels flexible and reduce inflammation that can otherwise slow you down. And adding simple habits like keeping your legs elevated for a few minutes each day, avoiding sitting for long hours, and taking short walks around the house or neighborhood all contribute to keeping blood moving and legs healthy. And now let's focus on balance and nerve health. Because as we age, the nervous system that controls leg movement becomes just as important as the muscles themselves. And one of the best ways to support this is through vitamin B12, which we already mentioned, but also through practicing balance exercises, such as standing on one foot near a wall or practicing gentle yoga poses, which train the nervous system and muscles together, reducing the risk of falls. And it is important to understand that after 60, supplements should not be taken as a blanket solution, but rather as targeted support based on your personal needs. Which means instead of buying every new vitamin on the shelf, the smartest approach is to check your blood work once or twice a year and adjust accordingly. Because this not only prevents overloading your body, but also saves you from wasting money on unnecessary products. And this is where awareness becomes your greatest tool. Because many seniors simply trust advertisements that promise more energy or stronger bones without realizing that high doses can backfire. But by learning and questioning before you take anything new, you protect your legs, your energy, and your independence. And remember that legs are not just muscles. They are your freedom. They carry you to the people you love. They give you the ability to enjoy life fully. And that is why protecting them from hidden dangers like excess vitamins is one of the best investments you can make in your health. So as we wrap up this second part of the video, let's recap the essential message. Avoid blindly taking high doses of the 6 risky vitamins we discussed earlier. Instead, focus on balance, moderation, and natural food sources. Test your levels when necessary, add protein, minerals, and circulation-boosting foods, and most importantly, stay active every day, even if it's just light walking or gentle stretching, because supplements alone will never replace movement. And by combining knowledge, smart choices, and daily activity, you give your legs the best chance to stay strong for decades to come. So take this information, apply it to your daily life, and remember that small changes done consistently create the biggest difference. And if you found this helpful, make sure you share it with others who may be unknowingly taking too much of the wrong vitamins, because helping each other stay informed is one of the best ways to build healthier and stronger communities. So stay safe, stay active, and keep walking strong with confidence every single day. This video is created for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your doctor or qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet, medications, or lifestyle. Never disregard medical advice or delay seeking it because of something you have seen or heard here. If you found this eye-opening and valuable, make sure to hit the like button if you care about keeping your legs strong. Subscribe so you never miss the next life-changing health secret, and share this video with friends or family who deserve to walk confidently into their golden years. Remember, your strength is your freedom. Protect it today, enjoy it tomorrow.